Hi, this is Micornus, Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum, together with the Church Governance Solutions. We are embarking once more today, as it's the beginning of the year. We are embarking on some skills you need to adopt this year to be successful. And we are embarking on these skills because we know that they will help you to face this year positively, for you to see a breakthrough this year, for you to see the answers of your prayers this year. For this year to become a successful year, you need to embark on some skills that we are teaching you right now. You're not going to fold your arms and expect things to happen on their own. You're not going to watch things happening and think that your answers will come. You need to be using some skills this year that will actually help you to see a greater year. I've said in the beginning that there's no good year. There's nothing called a good year. There's nothing called a bad year either, because it is going to depend on you, on whether you've learned these skills or not, in order to be able to use them. And this is very important, and I want to embark on this because it's very important that we look at and say, these are the skills that I need to use this year. The first skill that I want us to learn today, from which is very important for you to embark on, is the skill called ability to understand what others feel. Ability to understand what others feel. And I've said in the beginning that you are a social being. You are a human being that lives amongst other people. You cannot live in isolation. You cannot live on your own. You cannot hide yourself in the closet and not live with people. You need to live with people in order to be successful in this life. But when you live with people, the skill that you need to learn is ability to feel how other people feel. Because when you understand what other people feel, you're going to be able to empathize with people. You're going to be able to also sympathize with people in situations that they are in. Because people are facing different challenges, they're facing different obstacles in their lives. When you understand how they feel, you'll be able to be in their shoes as well, to be able to encourage them. It is not possible to encourage people on something that you don't feel how they feel. And that is the reason why when we live in life, we should be able to study people. We should be able to study human behavior and stratification of communities as well, how communities are behaving, sociology of communities, and also psychology of people, of course. Very, very important, because then you would understand how people feel and their emotional feelings, particularly those that you are close to, those people that you relate to. It's very important that you understand how they feel. Because if you don't understand how people feel, you are going to lack the emotional intelligence to manage or deal with the people, to assist them and lift them up. You are going to fail to encourage them and uplift them. This is very important, because in life it is very important that we uplift each other. We encourage each other and we inspire each other to be successful in life. This is very important, and that is why we emphasize this as we teach about these skills, that it is important to know how people feel. Because when you know how people feel, you're going to know how to treat them. Now, you cannot treat people the way you like. You cannot treat people the way you just think. And you cannot assume either how to treat people, because other people feel differently in different situations. So therefore, you cannot assume now, because this person has lost a loved one, then they feel this way. You cannot assume. But please, if you want to know how people feel sometimes, you need to learn from them, find out from them. You need to spend time with them, or even ask them how they feel. Because if you know how they feel, therefore, you'll be able to step in and encourage them. You'll be able to step in and be of use to them. That's very key. Now, understand how other people feel. Therefore, they will also understand how you feel. Because people that are careless about other people's feelings, you are actually inviting others to become careless about your feelings. But it's a hard luck that many times, while we cannot study how other people feel or understand how other people feel, but we want others to understand how we feel. Remember that people cannot just understand how you feel if you don't want to step in and understand how they feel. People want to be appreciated. People want to be understood as well. So you cannot expect the understanding from others about your feelings, but you don't want to understand about how other people feel in their lives. So please learn to understand how people feel so that you can be able to step in and assist them. The other skill that I want us to look at today is ability to remain consistent in everything that you do. Ability to remain consistent in everything that you do. Now, I cannot emphasize enough the issue of consistency. This is my passion, of course. I love consistency because consistency builds some character in human beings. Consistency builds what we call your personality. Consistency makes you, and that makes you to become you. And people are who they are because of what they're consistent in. What you're doing the most consistently, people start to relate you with. For an example, a footballer is somebody who's consistently playing football. A drunkard is someone who is consistently drunk. And I want to say this, that a prostitute is somebody who is consistently prostituting. So therefore, you are known particularly by what you're consistently doing. Now, I want to urge you not to shun people when they call you by a certain name. It's because you're consistent in that. There are people that are called Bomaditaba because people know that you are a gossiper because you're consistently gossiping. And if you gossip like that, your name will be that, and people will be knowing you that way. So consistency is very important, therefore. And when it comes negatively, it tarnishes your character and your personality. Because people will know you negatively because of the consistency that you've shown in a negative side. But I want to encourage people to become consistent positively. To be positively consistent in everything that will actually build your image, that will build your good character. Be consistent in it. Be consistent in loving people, because then by so doing, you're planting a seed and people will love you back. Be consistent in caring about other people. Now, these are good and positive ways of becoming consistent. Be consistent in positive things. Be consistent in good things. Be consistent in saving money. We have said that. We have spoken about money. Be consistent about that. When you become consistent in saving your money, you're going to become somebody who's successful financially because you've been consistent in saving money. Be consistent in doing your business. If you're consistent in doing your business, you're going to be able to be successful in your business because of your consistency. A Christian, be consistent in your prayer life. If you are consistent in your prayer life, you are going to become prayerful. Therefore, you become successful as well in your prayer life because you're consistent in it. Remember that a habit develops from consistency, and that turns into a personality. And as I've said, it builds up to become a character. You're known by that is because you have started bit by bit and becoming consistent with that, and you become somebody who's successful. Be consistent in your timekeeping, management of your time. Be consistent in that. You'll start to see success in everything that you do, because then things will move when you manage your time properly. When you are consistent in managing your time, you're going to start seeing things falling into place. Because there are many people that are consistent for a while and then throw things down and give up. But I want to urge you that if you remain consistent about something, you're going to see success of that something in your life. Some of you are studying. Be consistent in your studies if you want to be successful next year or this year. And I want to urge each and every student right now that is listening to us, start studying and please be consistent in it. And be sure that you're consistent in your studies and you will be successful in it. And I want to emphasize that anything that you become consistent in shall become successful. And some of you are pastors, some of you have opened churches and you're running ministries, Be consistent in your own ministry as well. Because as you do so, you're going to start seeing success in it. And many of you have given up along the way and not being consistent in things that you do. And that is why you've not seen success of that, because you've given up along the way and never been consistent. And I want to urge you today, please be consistent and you'll be successful. Allow me to end up here today. Your host, Micornus Phokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and be part of this. We will round off this topic tomorrow with part 10, of course, of this. Is it part 20? Part 20 of this. And I hope that you've learned out of this. And I hope that it has brought some learnings out of this. Your host, Micornus Phokane. We love you so much. We appreciate you. And we wish you a very great year, because it's going to be a great year indeed. But please also don't forget to visit our socials. Our Facebook page, Micornus Phokane. Visit our Facebook page. Church Governance Solutions, Young Men Empowerment Forum as well. And also our YouTube channel, please, is under Micornus Phokane. So just subscribe to that and click the notification buttons in those, and you'll be able to receive the videos that we post. May the good Lord bless you and allow us to check out now and say join us tomorrow as we deal with the last part of these teachings. May the good Lord bless you and cheers for now.